I'm Harry Thacker. I play rugby for the Bristol Bears. I've played at Bristol now this is my 5th season. I heard about Heart Heroes when my daughter was born with a heart condition. We had a 20-week scan, and at the time it was COVID, so Charlotte went to the scan and obviously found out that there was a problem with Eloise's heart, and Charlotte phoned me. From that point we knew she would have to have corrective surgery when she was born, and when the day came, she had to be rushed off straight away for surgery, and from that moment, that's when it sort of got real for me. We were both quite lucky that we've got like strong family relationships. I think the weird thing about it is that we didn't spend much time together because of COVID. It was one in, one out. So realistically, we didn't probably get a lot of time to talk about Eloise, and it was more in passing what the doctors have said, where you get maybe like 5 minutes, and when you're changing over and you're debriefing each other on what's gone on. That was tricky. You know, for me, I spent the nights in the hospital, would go straight to work, and it was actually the boys at work and that probably were my support network. I think we were lucky that Charlotte had her family living with her at the time, and I had, you know, my family that I spoke to, but equally the work and that normality to sort of lean on and rely on, and like I say, recharge my batteries and take my mind off it. So we were offered a therapist, someone to talk to. Neither of us took up the offer, to be honest. But I think if we'd have known about Heart Heroes, we would have jumped at the opportunity, because, like I say, it was just a world that we hadn't experienced and a world we knew nothing about. So I think that would have been incredibly reassuring for us. Just to know that there's hope, there's a future for Eloise. There's, you know, like a fulfilled life. Whereas at that moment in time, you know, it's hard to find, you know, a sort of path through, or, you know, knowing what I know now, what would I do differently? I would, during pregnancy, I'd have come along to Heart Heroes sessions. I think just being around people that have gone through what you're about to go through, you can draw a lot of hope from that, and seeing these kids running around, you know, these are all things that when you get told the situation, you just don't even picture your life being like. I think that would have been incredibly reassuring as a parent, to know that there is hope. I don't think you can ever fully prepare yourself for being in the hospital, but being able to have these conversations with families that have gone through the same things pretty much, maybe what they found helped them in hospital, and just having that sort of, you're never going to fully know what it's like till you're in there, but knowing a general gist of it, as opposed to it just being survival mode. As Heart Heroes ambassador, I'd like to just hopefully raise some awareness to the world that I was sort of thrust into, because looking back now, I feel it would have been incredibly beneficial. Hopefully I can bring a bit more awareness to this world that I would have no idea of had it not been for Eloise.